Hey kids team, welcome to Easter week. Around the creek, it is a busy place as everybody and all the teams are coming together, getting every detail, everything ironed out, and getting prepped. So that way, when we walk into Friday, the first Easter service, we are prepped and ready to go. As you know, Easter is one of those times where people are a little more open to coming to church to hear about Jesus, potentially for the first time. So it is so important for us to be ready and available and like ready to engage with those new families. It is so important from Ben all the way down to every volunteer for us to link arms together. And that is how we are going to serve the new families, the new kids, the people that have gotten invited. We are going to serve them with such love and just acceptance. We all felt that when we walked in, and so we have to link arms all together, and we do this well. And so I am so excited for Easter, for the new families, for the people who maybe don't know who Jesus is. We know him and love him, and I am so excited to come together as one big church to just serve these people and say, hey, you matter, and we love you. If you have never served at Easter services with us, Easter is one of those times where it is like almost magical back here. There's an energy, there is excitement. We have a really cool Easter service planned with the kids. We have a really funny video coming out during services. The kids come dressed into the nines, the parents are excited. There is so much fun about Easter. If you have never served an Easter service with us, it is the place that you want to be. There's so much camaraderie and laughter and fun, and it is one of the best times of the year to be here and to serve. And I love it. I love being here with you guys. Being able to serve during these big holidays is so joyful. It is so full of joy. And every time that I have served one, and even in the capacity that I'm in now, I leave with my tank way fuller than when I walked in. I would love for you guys to have that opportunity as well. For everyone on our team, looking into this coming weekend, there are a couple of services that have lots of opportunity for you guys to come in and to lead and to connect and to engage. And I want to communicate those opportunities to you. The first one and the biggest one is the 1045. As you guys know, this is our biggest service that we have, especially on Easter. They are going to come in by the bucket loads. To give you an idea for that service, what we're looking for about 10 people for elementary, 6 people for preschool, 3 to 4 people in babies and in walkers. We are going to get a high capacity of families. And so I actually need you guys. I need a high capacity team to be there and ready and to engage and jump in with these kids. The second opportunity that we have is the 9 o'clock service. I really need some leaders for the preschool and elementary age kiddos during that time frame. Saturday at 3:30. I would love to get some more leaders from walkers to preschool to elementary. The more people that we have jumping in to serve with us, the better that the whole experience is going to be for the family, which we love creating an irresistible service for kids and adults alike. I was talking to a lady last weekend, and she said, I come because my kids love it here, and I want to bring them because they love it. This happens a lot. We have a lot of adults that come because the kids can't get enough of what we do with them. The final service that we have a lot of opportunity in is the 12:30 service, specifically in the babies and the walkers. So if you love holding babies or you really love connecting with the little ones, go ahead and sign on up for that one. As I have said before, you guys are more than welcome to sign up for as many services as you want. This is a unique season, but we do ask that you do attend at least one service, so that way we can fill up your tank. We don't want you to walk out of Easter feeling empty, but we want you to be filled up. If this is your weekend to serve, this is Blue Weekend. Some of you know what that means. Some of you are like, I have no idea what that means. Don't worry about that. If this is your weekend to serve, we are counting on you to come and serve unless I hear from you otherwise. Like I said, this is one of those weekends where we want to roll out the red carpet and be ready in the highest capacity that we can with all of our leaders. You guys are the best team I've ever seen, the best team I've ever worked with, and I know that we're going to be able to rally around this, rally around Easter, and love like no tomorrow on these families and these kids. Um, if you've kind of been waiting for the, if you've been waiting to sign up, now is your time. Now is your time. We've had 3 weekends of signups, and so now we're kind of shaken down to the wire. So if you are still waiting to sign up, or you've been just kind of taking a back seat to see where the spaces are going to be, now is your time. Another thing, just to let you guys know, for Easter, we huddle 45 minutes before the start of each service. So it is vitally important that you guys come on time and show up to huddle. I promise we're going to make them fun. But it's really important to be on time because we are opening the doors at the 30-minute mark. So that way we can have check-in and have the kids get settled in. So that way when the parents walk in, especially if they're new, when we can serve them well and have our doors open 30 minutes before, it makes the whole experience better for the entire family from the time they walk into the door to the time that they leave. So again, our doors are opening 30 minutes before service and our huddle is 45 minutes before the start of each service. So the game and the song that we're doing this weekend is the same in elementary and in preschool. We are singing the song Love Unstoppable, which if you didn't know, fun fact, was written by our campus pastor, Chris Bainey. Hey, it's really cool that we're singing it for Easter. And the game that we're playing is called Pass the Egg. So each kid will get a spoon and you have to pass the egg, but you can't use your hands, you can only use the spoons. There's more instructions on your leader guides that will be in your rooms, but that is kind of the gist of that game. Guys, take care of yourselves this week. This is a busy week. We have work, we have family, we have maybe family coming into town, we have family get-togethers. There's a lot in this week. So I really want to encourage you guys, take some time to rest, like actually rest, and take care of yourselves. Whether that means drinking more water, taking vitamins, sleeping better, whatever that looks like for you. Take care of yourself. I care so much about you guys, and I want to make sure that you're feeling good because when you feel good, life's good. So make sure that you're taking care of yourselves. Something I want to ask you all to pray with me about this week is those that are going to be coming for the first time this weekend, those that have been invited, that their hearts would just be ready and open, and that it would fall into fertile soil. I ask that you pray for Ben and the message that he's going to be giving to us. I also ask that you pray for the staff at all 5 locations, and also for you, for your heart, that you'll be just ready for whatever God wants to speak to you and teach you and have you learn, that you will just be aware and that you will be ready for it. As we have been going through this week, I've been catching up my reading in Mark, and there has been some really good things that God's like, I need you to learn this. And it's really, it doesn't always feel good when we grow, but it's so good when we grow. So that is what I'm asking you guys to pray with us about. Like I've said, from Ben to every single person that serves, we are one team that's going to be so coolly united for Easter. So you really are important. What you do in a room, in a hallway, at the front, it is vital. It could change a person's life. I know that a smile or just a hey, how are you has completely changed my day around. So please know how much what you're doing really does matter to every kid, to every parent, to every person that we come in contact with. Guys, what we're doing is literally changing the world. So just some encouragement that I want to give you guys that I kind of took me back this morning. as we go into this week, I told you to take care of yourself, but I would love for you guys to also find some pockets to fill your day with Jesus. Personally, what I'm doing is I'm reading in the morning, and then I'm going to do, I put some songs in there during the day, and then I try to do some sort of devotional or something like that in the evening. That way I can make sure that throughout various points of the day, I'm being focused and aligned with God like I should be. So, something I wanted to just share with you that caught my attention this morning. I was reading in Mark, like, hey, our kids' Bible. I was reading in Mark chapter 10, and it's talking about Jesus healing the blind man Bartimaeus. And something that caught my attention was, he's sitting there, he's blind and he's begging, and he knows that Jesus is near, so he's shouting for him. And the people are telling him to basically be quiet. So here, we'll start right here. He's saying, please have mercy on me. Jesus, have mercy on me. And starting in verse, Mark 10, 48. Be quiet, many of the people yelled at him, but he only shouted louder, Son of David, have mercy on me. When Jesus heard him, he stopped and said, tell him to come here. I don't know what you guys have been praying for. I don't know what you've been talking to God about. I know what I've been talking to God about a lot. And so something that really just encouraged me this morning was when we talk to God, he hears us. He does. Just like with Bartimaeus, Jesus stopped. He heard him and he stopped. And then he invited him. Tell him to come here. So, are you praying about something specific? If so, is Jesus telling you just to come near to him, to sit in his presence and to listen and to worship him? Sometimes in my own life, I get so caught up in the prayer that I forget to just be. So, as we walk into Easter, just be listening for Jesus' invitation to come to him. Guys, I can't wait to see you. Oh, and tomorrow at 11 o'clock, if you're free and want to come in, I will feed you. We're getting our spaces ready and clean. So I would love to see you there. Have a great one, guys. See you this weekend at Easter.